Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Running Journey, episode 129. Can't believe we're at 129 already. TRJ, The Running Journey. This episode is the third part in the series of me running around PEI, 14 marathons, 14 days. I'm Rob Tatro. Charlie joins me at the end of this episode for a neat little summary. This is 5 days, days 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of me summarizing every day. Through this, you'll hear Uncle Mo. So last episode was all about my mom's half marathon, which was unbelievable success. Still can't get over what she did. She's so strong. She is such a rock. Anyways, that's my mom. There you get where I get it from. Her determination, her perseverance, her desire to do anything. So mom crushed that. If you haven't listened to that episode, go back and listen to it. This episode is about my Uncle Mo. Similar story. Her younger brother, he's 66. And he started running 1 year ago. And in this episode, we talk about him. Talk about an injury that I get on day 11, which turned problematic a little bit for me, or did it? And then I get philosophical about injuries and fatigue and, what are we really able to push ourselves through? And then obviously the culmination, day 14, with my family there with me. We ran a marathon. I ran a marathon with my family on the last day. Really, really fun. And then the post discussion with Charlie, which is great. This is a great episode. I really love it. Obviously, this has been the coolest thing I've ever done. I'm a little down, not gonna lie to you guys, recording this after the fact. It's been hard getting back to normal life. But I know that my body's gonna regulate itself at some point here. And we have an exciting event coming up. So next week's episode talks all about the 500 Cross Manitoba bike in 1 day. Me, my brother, Simo Victor. So we get into that next episode. You got to listen to that episode too. And finally, I want to give a shout out to Tracktastic. Tracktastic? Yes. Happens August 28th, 5:30 p.m. Join us for a fun track event designed specifically for runners that never or rarely stepped on a track. It's brought to you by MRA. I have no skin in the game here other than to promote this. I love MRA. I love the people that are doing this. The MC, I believe, is Gianni Coffin. The events that they have, the prediction mile, so no watch, no clock, closest to your pre-race estimate wins. There's a 100-meter all kids race. There's a 400-meter classic, world's slowest 60-meter. I don't know much about that one, but there are rules. Age graded 800-meter, 4x400 relay, standing long jump, longest ball throw. Anyways, Tracktastic at the Victor Major track on August 28th. Check it out. Sign up on Race Roster, I believe. So I am plugging that just because I love all of what MRA is doing. They're fantastic, Manitoba Runners Association, for the community. So wishing you all great training with your events. Enjoy this episode. I certainly did. This was... these things are so cool. I'm lucky to be alive. I'm lucky to be able to do these things. And not gonna lie to you guys, this was surprisingly easy getting around the island. Obviously, I battled a little bit, but I feel strong. I feel physically very, very strong. So that's exciting. Maybe that'll bode well for next year's event or whatever I decide to do next. Anyways, that's it for the intro. Enjoy this episode, guys. It's a good one. Day 10, guys, Run with Rob PEI edition. I'm giving you guys an update here from back at the Airbnb. Day 10 was a success. Day 10 today was really good. Yesterday was a bolt of energy. The funks gave me, it was awesome. Loved it. This morning we had a couple things to juggle. So people kind of been asking me, what does your day look like? Well, I don't have Marco or Diego here, so that they're usually the ones to head the operations for who's running and who's running with me, what time we're picking them up. Do we have to bring their car? Do we, where are they meeting us? How many miles in? And the fact that this is a trail, a lot of these miles are on trail, forces us to, think of aid stations, how far in between. And so there's just kind of way more logistics than just running on the Trans-Canada Highway. So, for example, this morning we started just outside of Cardigan. We had, my mom wanted to do some miles with me, so I did some miles with my mom. And then CBC wanted to do an interview with me live on location at 8:20. So they wanted to be live at 8:20. So that means I had to give them a spot to be live, and I had to make sure I was there at that time. And I don't want to like waste too much time, so I try to keep it tight-ish. So I had Ontario Rick today doing a 10K, and then I had Ryan Malik doing a half marathon. So my mom did 5K, and that was roughly 40 minutes. Then I had 6K left. I knew that would be roughly 36 minutes at 6-minute Ks. So I just did the backtracking. CBC wanted 8:20. I wanted to be there at 8:15. So, pretty much start at 7. We had an hour plus drive. So that means we left before 6. And, wake up's in the 5 o'clock range. So that was this morning. I've been a little fatigued, but I've been sleeping good at this Airbnb. It is something else, this new Airbnb that we're at. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's so nice. The beds are so comfortable, and my wife and kids are here, and it's just so great to have them all here. So anyways, this morning, ran with my mom, felt really, really good. I like that because, I've been running with my mom, my dad, my Uncle Mo in the morning. Any morning where there's like an open spot, they like to run early, and they like to run kind of 8-minute kilometers. So 8-minute kilometers is nice and easy, and I call those kind of free miles. So 8-minute kilometers, just kind of you're moving. It's a comfortable pace. I'm able to jog that now. At first it was awkward, but now I'm able to jog it. So it's a really, really good pace, and it's easy to get the miles done. So I've been doing that a lot with my dad, Uncle Mo, and my mom. This morning, my mom, 5K, and then I did some solo miles. Then I do kind of that interview was something else. So we were on the air for I think 10 or 12 minutes, and she asked me all sorts of questions. And it's kind of cool because this is part of the reason we're doing this, to earn media, right? So people hear about the story, people sign up, people have been seeing this on the news, and I guess the island is small and they're short on news, perhaps. So we've been front and center here in Prince Edward Island, and people have been seeing it. So it's been cool. So CBC interview, and then Ontario Rick showed up. Ontario Rick was really awesome. I liked him. He's an ultra runner. He's in consulting. He owns his own firm. He was full of stories, and like the time just flew by when I was running with him. So he did 10K, and he told me he was going to run tomorrow and possibly run Friday as well. So 3 consecutive runs. So anyways, he signed up for 3 runs. So I guess the guy had a good time. So crushed those 10K, and then I had organized Ryan. So Ryan came and ran with me last year in New Brunswick, and he was actually quite fun to run with. The guy is trying to do a sub-3 marathon. He's a triathlete. He likes cycling, and him and I have a lot in common. We both think we're bad at swimming, but are half decent. We both hate cycling, and we're not good at it, and we're both decent runners. So for the triathlon triumvirate, it's we have a similar pattern. So we chatted about triathlon. We chatted about, he's in the financial services game also. So we chatted about real estate and infrastructure and private equity, and it was fun to chat with Ryan. Ryan was he's a gem. That guy, he's a pleasure to run with, and the miles flew by today. I am starting to think I'm gonna have to buy a pair of shoes here, because I've switched into my Hoka Gaviotas, which are the big toe box shoes. I'm out. So for first, I don't know how many days, I think 7 days, I wore my trail shoes, my Nike trail shoes, and they were awesome. They fit great. But my shoes, they've been getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And I realized my feet have been swelling up. So today, the last couple of days, I've been wearing the Hokas, and they're just bigger. So typically when I run my races, Alpha Flies, Vapor Flies, I wear 10.5s, super tight 10.5s. You don't want to run too many miles in those because you get blisters, but whatever, it's for speed one time. My long-term trainers are all 11s. And then I bought these Gaviota 11.5 Hokas for my 100-miler backyard race in November. And I wore them and they're half size too big, but now they're starting to get tight. So I think I might go buy a pair of Hokas. We're in Charlottetown, so we're right here. So we're going out in the middle of nowhere. So today we started in Cardigan, ran through Montague, I believe it's called Montague or Montag. No, it's probably Montague. And then went Albion, and then we kind of got to the absolute tip of the island on the southeast corner. We ran, like, there was nobody there. There was no population there. Yeah, we went as far as possible southeast, and then Murray Harbor, Murray Cove. Anyways, nobody out here. This side of the island is very sparsely populated. But it's been good. Another day down. No injuries. Today was mentally strong. The miles flew by today. There was no counting of miles. I feel really, really good. So, man, knock on wood, I'm going to crush this thing. There's nothing that can stop me. I'm feeling awesome. I think as long as I sleep and as long as I eat and as long as I drink, I can't be stopped. So, feeling good. I'm loving all the support I'm getting on Strava. So thank you guys for doing that. And on Instagram. And I'll go crush another 42.2K tomorrow. Who am I running with tomorrow? I think Rick's doing another one tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not sure who I'm running with tomorrow, but I think it'll be good. Montreal Mike, maybe? No, anyways, whatever. I'll figure it out. And thanks for tuning in, guys. That's it for today. Hey, what do you say? Day 11 recap. Rob Tatro here from the running journey. Another fun day today. You guys are probably sick and tired of hearing this, but I'm telling it like it is every single day. You guys know I had those 2 tough days, day 7 and 8, if you listen to the podcast. And I've battled back really hard since then. The funks brought the energy. Day 9, yesterday, day 10 was really awesome with Ryan Malik and Ontario Rick and my mom and the CBC interview. And today I got a dose of probably the guy I've run the most miles with in the last month or so, I think. I'm trying to think. Louis Carmier came out. So him and I have so much in common. We're both recovering alcoholics. Both have a deep passion for pushing ourselves to limits. He's a fun guy to run with. I share, man, today was an emotional day. We went down a path of, it's almost like he's a therapist for me and I'm a therapist for him. I don't know, man. We shared. Thank you, Louis, for coming out. So I sent him, I guess he looked online, or I sent him a note. I had a cancellation. I was sold out, but I had a cancellation. And then he texted me and he said, hey, do you have anyone for your afternoon tomorrow? I said, no, I don't. He said, all right, I'll jump in my car and I'll come run it with you. He lives in Moncton or Memramcook. So that is like, I want to say a 2-hour drive, something like that. Maybe longer, 3 hour, 2.5 hour drive. So like he just gets in his car and just to come keep me company for 21 kilometers on the trail. So, man, thank you, Louis. Today was fun and today the miles flew by. I don't know what I would have done without you today. So thank you. The first stretch this morning, I had nobody. Tyson, my social media guy, and the guy who's been behind the camera, and the guy who's he's a beauty. He came with Run with Rob last year. He came with me for the stand-up comedy tour. He's Trav's son. Trav is one of my Ironman buddies, and I don't know. I shouldn't say kid. I got to stop saying that. I like the guy. He's fun to be around. He's positive. He's got great energy. He's super nice to my kids. I really like the guy, and he works hard. And he's an employee, but I almost feel like he's, anyways, enough tire pumping Tyson. But he decided he was going to come run. So he's going to come do a 10K. So I had nobody for that morning stretch. So he did the 10K. And then my son overheard that at dinner. And my son's like, I'd like to come run with you too, Dad. And I was like, oh, but I mean, you're scheduled to run on Sunday. He's like, no, I want to come. So my son gets up, 5 a.m, get in the car, drive all the way to Murray Harbor, I think we finished. This is like the southeast tip of the island we ran today. It's far. It was I don't know, it must have been almost an hour drive, I think, this morning. I've been changing up my routine in the morning. I used to drive the car because I wanted to get there faster. And this is not a slight on my parents or anything who are driving the vehicle, but, I tend to be a tad more aggressive behind the wheel. But I switched that up completely now. I sit in the back seat of this Nissan Pathfinder that we rented, and I lay down and I rest. Even if I don't sleep, I put my eye patch on, and because we usually get 30, 40, 50, 60 minutes to the spot every morning, right? I think I've told you guys this before. There are no Airbnbs on the east side of the island, so we're in Charlottetown. Unbelievable Airbnb. It is so gorgeous. So we're in Charlottetown, so we're in Stratford, let me put it that. So, we're a ways away. So if we're going to drive all those miles, I might as well rest and sleep. So I've been sitting in the back and trying to get some Z's. Took some pillows from the Airbnb, and it's been good. So anyways, this morning, Tyson and Alexandre, my son, so fun to run with my son because he's my son. Like I can't tell you how special it makes me feel to run with my son, how awesome it is to feel to run with my son. I missed him when he was gone for a month. And now he's running with me. Like, it's so cool. He doesn't have to run. He really doesn't like running, guys. So you maybe you're listening to this and you think, oh, Rob's whole families are crazy running sociopaths. But my son is not, absolutely not. And my daughters don't run either. Well, my youngest runs a little bit. So he just decided he'd come. So he kept Tyson company. So the three of us ran that first 10K. Nice and easy, 7-minute kilometers, nice and easy, 7-minute kilometers. Because my son a few times told me that these 10Ks are hard, and I know they're hard. And 6:30s maybe we're doing. I think we did a 65-minute 10K. I don't really care about the time. You've probably noticed that I haven't reported much on the time, like how long it takes. I don't really care. They've pretty much all been 440s, 450s. I don't think I have anything higher than 455. And I think my fastest one, so I did a 406, I think. My dad said 406. I thought it was more like 408, maybe even 410. I don't know. But that was the solo one on leg 7 where I pushed hard to finish it early. And apparently I was a little grumpy that day, says my uncle. But aside from that one, they've all been kind of in the 430, 440, 450 range. And, oh, geez, I guess I'm tired. I guess I got to hit the hay here. I'm recording this just before going to bed here, which is like 8:30 is usually my bedtime. Try to get in bed by 8 and then hopefully sleeping by 8:30. You just gotta sleep. And I know last year I wasn't sleeping. I had FOMO, right? Because everyone's no, I won't say partying, but everyone's having a good time, right? Derek's making a fire and cracking beers, and Uncle Mo and Aunt Sue are singing songs, and my parents are there, and the kids are there, and they're playing in the ocean, and because it's low tide at like 8:30, 9 o'clock right now, so they can go out for like several hundred meters into the ocean right by our Airbnb, behind our like we're on the ocean. It's a fun atmosphere is what I'm getting at. So it's very hard for me to step aside, go upstairs, lay down in my bed, and go to bed at 8 o'clock. I feel like a loser, but I got to do it. I know I got to do it. The reason I'm doing so much better than last year I think is because of my sleep. I think it's because I'm going to bed early and I'm not giving in to my FOMO. I'm not giving in. I'm sleeping. So I have not taken one Advil, one Tylenol, one Aleve, one Rob 8535, one pill, one medication of any kind. It's crazy. It's crazy how good I feel. Knock on wood, I'm like, I can't imagine anything could possibly derail me at this point. I feel so strong. But I mean, I don't know, I guess something could happen. But anyways, I feel really, really, really good. It's just like, yeah. Anyways, I think it's because I've been focusing and I've been disciplined and I've been going to bed and I'm up way earlier than last year, but I'm disciplined, I'm eating well. And today, the second stretch, so my son and Tyson I absolutely loved running with those two guys. I don't want to get emotional with you guys again, but I really love running with those two guys. And then the second stretch was Ontario Rick, who came back for more pain. Ontario Rick wanted to do 12 and a half kilometers. So those guys did 10. Ontario Rick wanted to do 12 and a half. So I told Louis that good news. He only had to do 20 instead of 21 for the half marathon that he came to support me with. So Louis joined us at kilometer 22. So just a tad shy of the full half marathon. He couldn't care less. This guy, he's done probably thousands of half marathons in his life. So he just came out to support me. He came out to run. And the entire time, I think we ended up doing 6:30s, I think. 6 minute, 30 second kilometers. 6:15s maybe, I don't even know. But the entire time we were talking, the entire time we were chatting, the entire time we talked about life, kids, talked about alcoholism, talked about, some of the stuff you need to go through and forgive yourself and all these things. And I like running with him. He's a good runner. He cares. And he's just a beauty of a human being. So anyways, I ran with Louis Carmier. The miles flew by. The miles flew by so much at the end. So my Uncle Mo is running tomorrow. So Uncle Mo is running his half marathon tomorrow. I really, really, really am excited for him. I'm so pumped. You may recall Uncle Mo started running for the first time in his life last year at Run with Rob. He was just bringing water to me and gels, and eventually he's like, well, why don't I run? Everyone here is running, everyone except me. So he just started running, and then he signed up. He did his first half marathon at WFPS, then he did the CMV, and now he's doing his third half marathon. But the point is, he's only been running for a year, and this is his A race. He's been training for it. So he's had a few injuries over the last month or two, so he had to cut some of his training short. So hopefully that didn't impact him too much, but I expect that he should, I don't know, I would expect he'd finish somewhere around 3 hours or something like that, maybe a tad faster, I don't know. But I like running with Uncle Mo too. He's fun. So that's tomorrow. But when we finished today, Louis Carmier and we finished right at the base of this huge hill. And then Mo made a joke because he's running that tomorrow. So the way this works is every day I finish, I mark the spot, and then the next day I start there. So Mo was like, oh my God, I got to run that tomorrow. Tomorrow Mo is running. So Louis said, no. We'll run up the hill for you. So we had already had our 42.2 kilometers. And Louis is like, no, we want Mo to start on a downhill. So we ran up this monster hill just so my Uncle Mo could start on a downhill instead of an uphill. I laughed. I was like, Louis, you're awesome. So we did that for my Uncle Mo, and that means that tomorrow morning my Uncle Mo will start on a downhill. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for that. So, man, so far so good. I'm feeling really, really good. Knock on wood. No injuries yet. My feet are swollen, so feet are swollen bad. So, But whatever, that's a bit of a detail. Feet are swollen. Aside from that, I feel great. Mentally, I'm very, very strong for most of the days. Obviously, some days you got to count the miles, and then physically, I feel untouchable. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. That's it for today. See you tomorrow. Okay, day 12 is in the books. This is the TRJ, the Running Journey Recap, day 12. Today was by far my toughest day. By far. I'd say the only day I really struggled. Talk more about that in a sec. But first off, this morning started nice and early. And this was the day we've all been waiting for Uncle Mo. Uncle Mo's been training for this race. This was his A race, and he was out there to do a half marathon. Uncle Mo is joined with me live in studio. And by studio, I mean the car that we have. Mo, how did it go out there?
Well, today was by far my toughest day.
Tougher than the 5Ks you were doing?
Yeah, tougher than the 5Ks. I was sure happy to see the time when only 5K was left. And I said, well, I do this every day, so here we go. But it was hard.
Let's get out into it for a bit. But Mo is beaming right now. He's got a nice medal around his neck. He's got a
nice
run with
Rob medal.
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
Awesome. So Mo, you started at what, 6:40 or something like that? I got to tell this story before I get to you. So there was this other guy who signed up to do a 5K, and he wanted to do 4-minute and 15-second kilometers. And I was like, 4-minute and 15-second kilometers? Like, who does he think I am? Like, what kind of super athlete does he think I am that I could go out and run I'm running 14 marathons in 14 days. Like, that would be a hard workout just on a regular day. But anyways, so I wanted to run with this guy. I want to see who he was. So what we did is we set out Mo out a little bit ahead of us. And I thought, I'll just catch up to Mo. But you also started about 1.5 kilometers from me. And you started about 15 minutes before me. So next thing I know, Mo's like, what were you, like a half hour ahead of me?
Yeah.
In kilometers, right?
Well, I think you joined me at about 10.5K.
10.5K. When I saw you, I can be honest, this is a podcast. I thought you were struggling a bit. Oh. Says the guy who struggled the most ever today. But I admired your tenacity. How were you feeling at the halfway point when I saw you?
At the halfway point, I was still feeling okay. Like, but the tiredness in the legs was starting.
Yeah. The pace was great. You were doing exactly as per your goal. You were exactly on pace. You had set. I remember when I asked you what the goals were. You said, "I only have one goal:
finish it.
finish this half marathon." And you did. You did great. So okay, I told my mom a couple of days back that the toughest quarter is the third quarter, probably. Did you find that? Obviously, you're going to say the last quarter, probably.
The last quarter for me was the toughest.
Yeah.
The last 2K were really tough.
Because you didn't. They were hard.
They were hard. Yeah.
How did you? Okay, so you came out of kilometer. I think we saw the aid station with maybe 3 or 4 kilometers left.
Right.
And I was like, Mo, you're doing great. You got a great time going. It wasn't quite going to be a negative, but I mean, It was a pretty good time. It was a few minutes off your personal best, and the elevation that we had today.
There was some elevation in some spots, and that didn't help.
Yeah, like when you run a half marathon in Manitoba, you don't get elevation.
Yeah, I'm used to training on 2 meters of elevation, so.
So you finished? You pushed through?
I pushed through, yeah.
Did you find that I sometimes I try to talk people through the pain cave. Today I let you suffer.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I figured
I found that okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's my pain.
Yeah, I was like, I'll let him suffer, and he probably doesn't want to hear from me right now. Another story that he's heard or whatever. So I just kind of let you suffer, and the odd update, and I really enjoyed my time with you, Mo, even though it was.
It sure put things into perspective. Like me doing only a half and you doing all these 28 of them. Like, wow.
Yeah, but I've trained. I mean, you weren't running a year ago. I've mentioned this many times. I'm going to repeat it again. Mo, you started running. I knew you walked. You walked quite a bit before that. But like to actually run, you started running 1 year ago in New Brunswick during Run with Rob, right?
That's right.
And here you are doing half marathon. You're 66 years old. I think I told you this today. You're so inspiring. Like I told this about my mom. Mom, you're here. You're inspiring. And she's playing with the radio.
No, I was just trying to...
Let's put it down. Let's put that down. No volume. You're inspiring, Mom. And Mo, you're also inspiring. Brother, sister here. Both went out and did half marathons. Very, very proud of you both. You guys crushed it. Man, if someone's sitting at home listening to this thinking, I could never do a half marathon. You know, I'm in my 60s or whatever.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. My
sure
mom's
can.
70. My Uncle Mo never. My Uncle Mo, you had gout and you had you're dealing with some health issues and cancer survivor.
I did have an injury and it prevented me from training as much as I wanted to train. And so I had to take it easy on the training.
Here are some runners here. So anyways, my point is you can do it if you want. I'm not trying to be a motivational speaker here. I'm not trying to be... I was just inspired by you both. So if someone out there is listening, you don't have to do 28 half marathons in 14 days. You could do a 3K, or you could just go for a walk, or you could do a 5K, or you could do a Terry Fox run walk, whatever. A lot of options. You don't have to be overwhelmed with how big the whole concept seems. Anyways, anything else you want to add, Mo?
Well, you just start slow and then increase slowly.
Yeah, I agree.
It was a great day.
It was a great day. I mean, I'm lying. It wasn't a great day for me. It was a ridiculously
Every time you
painful
complete an accomplishment like that, Rob, it's great.
Yeah.
It is great.
It is great. Yes, you crushed it, and you did so good.
You crushed it.
Well, I definitely earned my day today. I earned my day. I was not. Yeah. I thought it's a podcast, so I'm going to share. I thought about walking. I never thought I would ever say this. I thought about walking the last 10K. I thought about telling Rick, just go ahead. Just go ahead. I'm just going to walk this. This is... So I had an injury. Yesterday I went to the ropes course with my kids, and there was this obstacle course. So you're kind of tethered to a thing, and you're in the sky, and you're walking around tight ropes, and the ropes course. You guys have probably seen these things. And I had to reach for a step, and it pulled my groin, my ab. And this has been a prior existing injury. I didn't think much of it at the time, but by the time I got home, it was really painful, and it was swelling. And of all the stuff I can get hurt on, this is my own fault, because I kept pounding the table saying how awesome I felt. So it was swollen so bad, it prevented me from sleeping. It was hurting so bad. So I didn't sleep. I had a brutal sleep score. My HRV was in the 20s. So I knew that it'd be a tough day going in. And then that first 10K just to catch you, Uncle Mo, trying to catch you. I really enjoyed my time with you. I wish you would have done a whole marathon with me. That was fun. But I'm glad Ontario Rick was there. So then I did about 5 or 6K by myself after Mo finished his half. And that's when I realized, I'm in trouble here. I'm in trouble because the miles were not disappearing. And I still had 20 kilometers to go. So anyways, this pain in my core makes it hard to move my leg. I took, no, I didn't take anything. I haven't taken anything the whole trip. I'm going to figure something out. I got to nap. I got to sleep. But it was, obviously, what do you do when things get hard? You just put your head down and you just pound through the miles. And that's what I did. I did it with Ontario Rick. I'm so glad that guy came out. I did the last 14 kilometers with him. And day 12 is in the books. So being real and being honest with you guys, today was tough. Today was difficult. But I was inspired. And Mo's dedication took me through it. So that's it for this little mini recap. Anything else, Mom, my tante Sue, or Claude, you guys want to add?
It was a great day.
My tante Sue says it was a great day. We are at our condos here, our little Airbnb cottages, right outside of Charlottetown. I can't believe there's only 2 days left. 2 days left for this thing. Mo, one last shout out to you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That was awesome. All right, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Day 13 on the trail. I am doing my day 13 recap right now for a couple of reasons. One, because I just got hit with an idea and I wanted to share it before I forgot it. So just kind of document it. 2, I'm in a good mood right now, and it's always better to record these things when you're in a good mood. So mood is high, morale is high. I'm running with my mom.
Hey, hi.
We are on the trail. It's day 13. I am 27 kilometers in to my run today. So I have 15 left. And for the first time, I just left Montreal Mike off to the side. And for the first time, I realized that I'm super close to the end. And for the first time, I had a bit of sadness, realizing, oh my God, this thing's going to be over again. And this thing has to come to an end, I guess, at some point. Life's got to get back to normal. And anyways, I'm not going to think about that. I'm going to enjoy today, going to enjoy tomorrow. But I wanted to talk about this concept. So yesterday on the daily recap, I shared with you guys, I recorded it in the car, I believe. Recorded in the car with my mom, my Uncle Mo, and everyone, my Aunt Sue. And I really wanted to highlight Uncle Mo's success, how awesome his accomplishment was. And so I wanted to highlight that. I don't remember exactly what I said because my brain was very foggy yesterday. I had a tough day. I didn't sleep. And I had a very tough day. I don't remember if I mentioned like how I wanted to walk and how I wanted to just quit for a bit. Not quit, but like take it easy. And I guess everyone was kind of worried about me, and my dad was worried. My mom was worried. I knew I kind of just needed to sleep because I didn't sleep. So these no sleep marathons are tough. I learned that in Cape Town. Anyways, the lesson that I've learned here, I want to share with all of you, is twofold. First piece of the lesson is, on any given day, you might have a totally different experience with the exact same training body, the exact same training regimen, the exact same trail, the same hill, the same road, the same heat. You could have a totally different experience on race day. And Rob, where does that come from? Well, I figured it out now because I've done this enough times. How's the pace, Mom? Too fast. That's me. I'm going too fast. So on any given day, like I noticed this when I did 777, 7 marathons, 7 days, 7 continents. If you haven't listened to those episodes, go back in our bank and listen to them. Those were in January, February. Those were good episodes. Some of our best performing episodes. But I realized that one day to the next, and Charlie mentioned this, like you're just a different human for some reason. Like that last day in Miami on no sleep, I ran arguably my best race of my life. Forget what I ran, 3:38 or something, or 3:36. I don't remember. It was fast for having been my 7th marathon in 5 days on no sleep. It was really, really, really fast. Finished 3rd overall. But I was a different human than, 2 or 3 days before. Same sleep, same, I felt different. So one, that's a lesson, is that some variables are outside your control. And sometimes that might feel like you're looking for an excuse, but it's not. You actually are different. Your body's just not the same every day for some reason. Someone out there could tell me why. In this case, for me, I'm pretty sure it was sleep. So I didn't sleep. I was in a rough spot when the day started yesterday. I ran with Uncle Mo. Well, those first 5K with that guy, Mitchell, who's a beauty, by the way, really enjoyed running with him. We were running 5-minute Ks. My body was wearing down. I had to catch Uncle Mo. I thought, oh my God, I'm never going to catch him. So I'm pounding the pave, trying to catch him. I'm in a miserable frame of mind. Finally, I catch Uncle Mo. Anyways, ended up being a very, very, very long day for me. The second half yesterday. I don't even remember. Who did I run with after Uncle Mo? Oh, Rick. Ontario Rick. Yeah, I had some solo miles. And then I ran with Ontario Rick. Anyways, my point is that today, as I sit here on the trail, I feel like $1 million again. And I felt like $1 million pretty much every day here. So, all I needed was a reset. All I needed was my body to sleep, my body to reset. I went back to the Airbnb. I laid down, poured myself a hot bath. Was that, Mom? Crushed a nap, Mom says. And, quick story, had the Airbnb / cottage maintenance staff walk in on me, buck naked, standing in my bathtub. The guy's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, senor." I was like, "Dude, why are you walking into my washroom? The bath is running." Anyways, I don't care. Bit of a nudist, so it's okay. But he walked in on me. Anyways, I crushed a nap, and then I woke up at like 6 p.m. and my kids were back from the beach. They went to Cavendish, and I felt like a new man. And I knew at 6 p.m. yesterday I was gonna have a good day today. And today, to give you the long end of this story, I ran 6-minute Ks this morning for 25 kilometers with Montreal Mike. Second time Montreal Mike comes out to join me, and he's a pleasure to run with. He's just a very accomplished individual. We have a lot of things in common. We both got MBAs. We both, anyways, similar story arcs in our careers and families, and we had a lot in common. So I chilled with Montreal Mike on day 6, I believe. St. Peter's Day, the Mesa Day, Mom? Is that the?
Don't remember.
Yeah, but the day we went to the spa.
Oh yeah, okay.
That was the day we ran. I think I ran a 2:06 or something with him, 2:04 with him, half. So he likes to go fast. Normally, if it would have been yesterday, I would have had to tell him, "Mike, I can't do this. I can't do 6-minute Ks. There's no way I could have done 6-minute Ks yesterday." But today, I was just feeling great. My heart rate's at 116. Like, average so far, 116. So, like, obviously, my body changes one day to the next. So anyways, the lesson here, for me, take it or leave it, is one, your body might not be the same, so don't be so down on yourself if you're having a rough day or a rough race. Don't be down on yourself. Learn from it, grow. And then 2, sometimes you just need a reset. So for me, I wanted to document this because, I might listen to this podcast in a year from now when I'm trying to run across, I don't know, Nova Scotia or BC or whatever the heck I end up doing next year. And maybe I'll just need a fresh reminder that, hey, Rob, it's okay to have a bad day. You have one bad day. Just make sure you sleep, make sure you eat well, recover, recoup. And sleep, says Mom. And go back at it. And just crush the next day. And now today, I don't know, maybe it's because I know I only have 1 and a bit of these left. I just feel great. Just feel great again. I know it's because I slept. I know it is. And I feel good. Running with my mom. So I don't know. I think she wants to do, what do you want to do today, Mom? 10K or something?
An hour at least, but we'll see how it goes.
She wants to do an hour and...
And some, if it's feeling good, I can go an hour and a half.
Okay, so we started at, what did we start at? 26K or something like that?
Yep.
25 and a half maybe?
I think more like 26.
26, so that'll take me to 8-minute Ks. So 10K would be 80 minutes. So that'll take me to 36K. So I think, so this was the leg that my dad was supposed to do today. Unfortunately, my dad got injured. He was doing so good. He was so dialed in. His training was going so well. I feel so bad for my dad because, he deserved this. He deserved this. He's worked so hard. He's trained so hard. He was so, I've been following his workouts and I think he would have put up a time. I think he would have gone real low the way he was looking. And he gets injured in PEI or right before PEI.
Yep.
And now he sees my mom have a huge success and my Uncle Mo, and he's very happy for them. But it must be burning inside that, he didn't get to have his day. So today was supposed to be his day, my dad. This was supposed to be his leg right here. And sucks to not be able to run with my dad, and sucks for him to not be able to enjoy the day and earn his day. But I told my dad, there will be other races. I've been injured. I've shit the bed in my life at Boston and New York and Chicago, and there's always another race. So that's so hard to learn, to just not get down on yourself when you miss a race that you think is the most important thing. But it's not. There's another one. Don't worry about it. So, Dad, you'll do great at the next one, whatever that is, WFPS, or just don't worry about it. There's other half marathons. And more importantly, your training is like dialed in. So anyways, I'll run with my mom here for another, I don't know, 10K or whatever, 6K or wherever we're at. And then I'll probably ask either Derek or Tyson or my son to come run the last 5K with me today, just to take me to the finish. So anyways, I know this is cheating a little bit because the recap is happening before the day is actually done. Oh, I gotta say, we started in Charlottetown this morning. The number of people on the trail here, Mom, you've seen a lot, eh?
Most people I've ever seen on a trail, basically.
Yeah, it's busy. The trail is busy in Charlottetown. So we've seen more people today than I've seen the entire rest of the trip combined. So, I don't know, have I seen 100 people today maybe?
Well,
More than that, maybe 150, 200, somewhere around there. It's busy. People are out. It's Saturday. Saturday today? Is today Saturday? I think today's Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday.
Today's Saturday. Saturday in Charlottetown. Now we're just outside of Charlottetown. We're making our way towards Harper River or Kensington or something. I don't know. To the bridge. Towards the bridge to get back to Moncton, New Brunswick. And today's going to finish. And then tomorrow is going to be my last day. I'm torn on this. Because, you know, every day you got to earn your day. And it's the battle every day to earn your day. But I'm also out here on vacation, friends, family. It's a good time. So I miss it. I miss it already. And I know I'm going to get back and be like, now what?
Well, bike.
Oh yeah, I got a bike across Manitoba 4 days after I get back. We'll worry about that when we get back. For now, I'm just reveling in the beauty of PEI and wishing you all the best in your training. Hope it's going well. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate you. That's it for day 13. If I do have an injury or something, I'll record another spot and I'll share it with you. Otherwise, you'll get the end recap tomorrow. That's it, guys. Have a good day. One more piece I wanted to mention about this whole injury thing before I end day 13 recap is in Cape Town, I was convinced I was injured. I was convinced. I was tired, but I was convinced I was injured. So I was like, oh, I hurt my hip. I must be injured. I slept, and then the next day I went and I did a 4-hour marathon across the planet in, where were we? Perth, Australia. So yesterday I was convinced I was injured, and I realized that those are not real injuries. That's your mind is weak. Your mind is weak when you're deprived. Nutrition, hydration, or sleep. If you're deprived, your mind is weak. And when your mind is weak, it inflates all these things. It inflates these tiny little, not even real issues, and it turns them into injuries. It turns them into injuries, and it makes you believe that you're actually injured. But you're not. You're just at a point where you're suffering due to whatever it may be. In my case, yesterday, it was sleep deprivation. So I had sleep deprivation. I was on the road, and you get in your own head. You get this brain fog. Then you're not fueling properly because you're sleep deprived, and you're thinking. I don't care. It's too many thoughts. Too much to think. Too much to think. And some of you guys may have run ultras or whatever, and maybe you've gone through this where you're trying to. Good morning. You're trying to figure out how much grams of carbs to eat, and you just give up. It's too complicated, so you just give up. And you go, good enough. Well, it's kind of the same thing. So you're sleep deprived and you're not eating as much. And then these minor things, your mind is telling you, I'm injured. So I wasn't injured yesterday. I don't know if I told you guys I was injured on the recap or what. I don't really recall
because I had brain fog. It's almost like a concussion. And let me tell you, when I fell down on that couch yesterday, it was awesome. But those aren't real injuries. Like, I was like, oh my God, my feet, my core, my abs, my hip, I'm injured. Like, this is going to be hard to finish. I'm injured. And then today, 0 injury. So, like, the lesson is just obviously to take care of yourself if ever you're doing one of these ultra things, and in everyday life, in your daily training. Make sure you're sleeping, because then those pretend injuries can make you question and doubt yourself. Okay, this was supposed to be a pep talk. I don't know if it came out as a pep talk, but fake injuries could be problematic, I guess, could be the lesson. And take care of yourself. All right, that's it for day 13, for real this time. Well, that's it. Day 14, it's all over. I did it. I did it pretty easily. I feel great. I was awesome to have my family with me today. It's funny, my son, somehow he made it a mission of his to just make sure that the TRJs did the entire thing today. So he didn't want any miles to be missed. He wanted a full family relay. So I don't know where this competitive nature came in him, but he didn't want to leave me alone. He didn't want me to run a single mile solo. So he pushed hard for that. My wife, man, she has not been training long distances at all. She's done a lot of half marathons in her life, but she's been focusing more on 5K, 10K, high rock stuff. She's been boxing. She's been doing other stuff. But today she did a half, and I know that wasn't fun for her. She had to push to do that. So I'm very, very thankful for my wife. I love her to death. So lucky to have her as my spouse. And my kids, all of them, they crushed it. All of them, all 4 of them. So I'm just, this ending, I got to compare this ending to the other endings. So the Manitoba ending was great because we had 40 or 50 people, friends and family came for the finish. The New Brunswick ending was great, except the fact that there was a trucker convoy there, and they kind of ruined my buzz right at the end at the Nova Scotia Welcome Center. Today, this end was just epic. It was perfect. I had everyone in our group there. They made a finish line for me. I crossed with my son. The bridge was there. We were at the tip of the island. There was a monument there. It was just perfect. It was a real finish. It was just perfect. I finished the last 10K or so with my son and my daughter. I mean, they rotated, but it was just, it's pretty emotional, pretty special, pretty unreal feeling. You chase these highs and then you get them, and they're special, and it's the coolest feeling on earth, and I wish it on everyone. This feeling right here, right now, it's as good as it gets. And I love everyone. I love my family. I love everyone who came out to run. It was just pretty awesome, pretty lucky to be alive, pretty thankful. So I'll stop here. I gotta go here, so I'll stop here. And I just wanted to touch base and just I'm emotional here, and I'm just thankful that this is over. I guess not that it's over. Thankful that I didn't get injured. Thankful that, I didn't take one Advil, one Tylenol the whole way through. I wore new shoes today, no sweat. I got no pain anywhere, 0 pain whatsoever. I didn't stretch, I didn't roll out. I just ran, and I felt unbelievable the whole way. I'm not thankful it's over. Let me rephrase that. I'm thankful I didn't get injured. I wish it could continue. I do know I got to get back to life, and I know that that's probably going to suck when I go back to the office. I'm probably going to get some sort of letdown. I hope I don't, because I feel really good right now. But then you never know. Anyways, just wow. Just unbelievable. This whole trip has just been just absolutely unbelievable. Thank you, guys.
Okay, little post quick. You guys heard the little recaps there from days 10 to 14. I'm now sitting here. This is 2 days after the fact, sitting with my bro. Just going to do a quick recap, rundown here now that I've had a bit of time to think about it. I guess it's good to be back, Charlie. Good to have you here. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, nice to see you too. Long time. I mean, we've been texting a little bit, but so how do you feel physically
Oh
and
man,
mentally?
I feel really, really, really good physically. I didn't have any issues whatsoever. I felt so strong the whole way through. I did have a little bit of I went like ropes climbing with the kids, as you heard in this episode on, I think it was Friday, and I thought I was injured, and I had that you know feeling of injury, and I didn't sleep. And the next day, I didn't have like a hard, yeah, I had a hard time. I'll say I had a hard time. I finished the miles, but I went to bed. I slept 4 hours and then I slept again that night. And I was just an absolute new man. I felt like a beast the last 2 or 3 days. And just like the lessons learned about the importance of sleep. It's crazy how important sleep is. And I feel the last day, like I ran with my family and it was a by far, well, not by far, it was the slowest marathon because I was running with different people. We took our time. It was like I
You're
guess
trying to enjoy it, the
yeah, it
last
was a
one.
victory lap. It was a victory lap for sure. And I finished and I looked around and someone asked me how tired I was or something. And I know people aren't going to believe this, but I actually felt like running another marathon. I actually felt like I could have for sure crushed another marathon. And I listened to the documentary on Dave Proctor on the way home from the airport from the yesterday, the Chasing the Yellow Line, where he's talking about this thing. And it's very real where you just want to just keep going because it's and now a day after here, getting back to the office today was like death. Like this is just you think like these emails don't matter, and obviously they do, and it's very important. And it's just the one like this dopamine crash here right now is just I'm struggling dealing with it, really, really struggling to do it. But I'm healthy, and I know that I'm going to sleep tonight. Like I went to bed at 8 o'clock yesterday, and I know I'm going to sleep tonight, and I'm going to sleep again, and then I'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good for you. I mean, the dopamine thing, like I kind of know, like I was expecting this from you, so I think it looks like you're doing pretty well actually compared to what I was expecting. I know I just did like a 5-hour workout yesterday, and I'm getting a bit of a dopamine crash. So, um, anyways, so I kind of understand how that's feeling. Um, out of out of the 3 provinces that you've done,
Yeah.
so in terms of scenery, Manitoba is going to be the top one, I would imagine. No?
No, Manitoba would be a 1.5 on 10, let's say. New Brunswick,
That good, eh?
New Brunswick would
bad?
be a 6.5, 7. This was like on the ocean the whole way. Most of it, this is probably a 9. These red cliffs, the scenery, the oceans, the rivers, the hills, the elevation. It was PEI was really, really cool for that. Also, way more runners came out, random runners came out to support or to just run a kilometer or two with me, like random people. I saw it on the news. I saw it on Facebook. I saw it here. People were coming out, joining. That was fun. I had 2 solo days that were tough on the eastern tip. But aside from that, it was full the entire way. So scenery for sure, PEI takes the cake. I don't know what could beat PEI, but PEI was the best for sure.
Yeah, it sounds like it was really beautiful.
Yeah.
So you texted me the other day saying you had to go and buy new shoes. What's the story on that one?
So I wear tennis.
Like how are they now? Like I thought you said your feet are okay.
Well, my feet are good. They're just swollen. I don't know if this. Remember at the end of well, I don't know. Maybe you didn't feel this at the end of the backyard. Did you feel like your feet were tight in the shoes?
Maybe a little bit. I don't.
So I guess my feet
like not enough for me to remember it vividly. Like in other words, like maybe it happened, but I change my shoes like every 2 laps.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm just less susceptible to that. I don't know. But
so I have 10.5s for race days, my Alpha Flies, 11s for most of my training shoes, 11.5s I bought for that backyard, my Hoka Gaviotas, and they're noticeably bigger. And I bought 12s here for this just to get a little bit more space in the toe box and a little bit more space. And I bought them not thinking that I would need them, but kind of a nice little souvenir. I went to a shop in PEI And on the last day I wore them, and it was great to wear them because just a little more space in the toe box. I wore the same shoes for the first 7 days, and then they got a little tight. So then I went up a half size to my Gaviotas, and then I wore those for 6 days, and then I wore my new pair that my daughters thought I bought just because the color was great.
Yeah, I mean that's a good reason to buy shoes.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you said you liked your Nike Trail ones, eh?
I can't believe I wore trail shoes like for 7 days. Like they were just so
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm too fussy with shoes, I think is what I'm realizing. I know some people are very particular with shoes. Every pair of shoe I wear, it feels great. Like, I don't know, they're not quite as fast. But they
Yeah.
definitely
So
feel-
yeah. So I guess I'm more fussy. I think I feel like I can like. There's some shoes that I'm like I'm done with these shoes. Like I mean, I always like ride them out for the full 500 miles, but I'm not happy about it sometimes.
yeah, you don't want to waste your cost per use. You want to make sure the cost per use is up.
Cost per use, yeah.
So
It's a lot less than my brand new road bike.
Yeah, but over time, your road bike might eclipse the shoes. No, is there a chance?
Maybe I'm gonna have to do a lot of kilometers with that road bike, but
Yeah, you could
yeah.
get there. You could get there.
Yeah,
You could
yeah.
get there. No, it was good. I can't think of just a better experience. I do think I need to up the game next year. Like I think I want to do. I kept thinking of running across Canada the whole time. I couldn't get it
Do
out
the
of my mind.
Northwest Territories.
No, I'm
No,
thinking,
does that exist anymore?
yes, Yukon, Northwest Territories, and Nunavut. Yeah.
Oh, but there's a third one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like 20, 30 years ago, I think it became a territory. We were in high school, I think, when it became a territory.
Not me. No.
99, I think, Charlie.
Yeah, I graduated 97.
Okay, 97, 99. Okay. I also want to give a quick shout out on this episode to the guys who ran Ironman Ottawa real quick. Trav Jansen, Dwayne,
yeah.
the Rock
Yeah.
Wheeler. Trav did a personal best ever in his life, Ironman. He's been working with Patrick Peacock. Shout out to Patrick Peacock. He got a personal best. Hour
That
29.
was his CB. I was wondering about that. I knew he did a sub 12 there, so it was pretty good.
PB,
Nice
yeah.
run. I think he had like a nice run.
Yeah, 421 run. He did a 129 swim, 6-minute transition. That's good. Out of the water. That's pretty good. 543 bike. He wanted to be kind of well below 6. He was. 4-minute transition. So he cared. And then a 421 run. So congrats, Trav. And Dwayne also had a good day. We know that Dwayne's not going for a PB every time. He's just trying to, get these done because he does a lot of races. Dwayne, congratulations on a great day. Trav finished 23rd overall in his age. So that's really close to a spot.
That's it's a good performance by Travis. Yeah.
Yeah. Congrats, Trav.
He must have been putting in the miles behind the scenes.
And I was with his son, TJ, while we were kind of monitoring the race.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay. I texted him like the day before. I said, good luck and stuff.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a scare with the smoke there.
Yeah. I was like, don't tell me they're going to kill him. How much would that suck? You go to Ottawa, you fly, you bring your bike, you train, and then they cancel a race. Oh my God, that would suck.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks for the people losing their houses and all that, obviously way more, but it would be a shitty. So yeah, I've been thinking a lot about when I'm going to run Canada. Obviously, I think I have to wait till the kids are older, but I really think I could have kept going for a very long time. I don't know how long is long, but like I know another week or 2 or 3 or 4 when I don't think would have been a big deal, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have this brimming confidence that I shouldn't have, but I felt really, really good.
So if you were to do Canada and you did 26 miles a day, how many days is
172. That? I didn't check it or anything.
Yeah, 172.
Yeah.
Would you do 26 or would you do more if you did?
I think I would start slow and just do that, and then take an extra, because I think the one concern is you go way too hard and then you're not recovered and you can't.
You need to get your sleep in, your food. You need to get time to eat and sleep.
Dude, you should have seen me eating this past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I weigh less.
Should have seen me eating. No.
I weigh 6 pounds less than I weighed, and I ate like an absolute animal. It was so bad that at the end, I didn't even want to eat anymore. Like it was enough.
Oh,
Like
wow.
if I could have taken a shot to get the calories in me, I would have done that.
Well, I mean, I don't understand how you were able to have that much scratch on your runs.
Is it a lot? I did some days I did just
I
scratch.
can't even do that on the bike. I mean, so
I think
no,
my
I
gut
mean,
is strong.
I think it's good, but it's a lot. Like I think actually, you know what my problem is on the bike is it gets warm after a couple of hours. So you
So
probably had it cold.
I had cold
every
scratch. My mom and my aunt had the coolers there, and they would I would drink one bottle of two scoops of scratch every stop, which was every 45 minutes
But
or
that's
so.
only 40 grams.
Yeah,
So
40 grams there, and then I do bananas and Cliff Bars.
yeah. But you said you were doing 100
10
grams
to
an hour.
12.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Cliff Bars were easy to top up. So if it was 2 scoops and a Cliff Bar, that's pretty close to, that's 90, not quite 100, but
Yeah.
a banana and a gel, Rice Krispie Squares. We were mixing it up, but so they were tracking for me, but some days I was just eating without them knowing. And like, hey, what did you have there at the last break? I was like, I don't know. I feel good. Don't worry about it. I'll just keep eating. So some days
they were tracking your carbs.
They were tracking. Yeah, they were tracking for me. It was really good. I definitely realized how lucky because I gave one gel to Uncle Mo, or like my mom was trying to keep like 2 gels down, and like their stomach was just, I mean, I could eat 15 gels. I could eat like in a race. It wouldn't be a problem I think I'm very blessed that I have a gut that can handle, probably because I've eaten everything and anything my whole life. So
yeah, the more you eat, the better you get at it, I guess.
Yeah, I would eat my oatmeal, my 4 scoops of oatmeal. I'd take it with me in the car some days if I wanted the extra sleep, and I would eat it as we were arriving at the start line.
Yeah.
So I would just go. So, anyways,
straight up
food is
full stomach,
full stomach
of oatmeal.
Full stomach of oatmeal. Just go.
Yeah, but you're not like, for you, it's a pretty casual pace, right? So it's like,
yeah.
If you were doing your full speed, you wouldn't be.
No. I know I can't do that, Charlie, but I'm just saying for Canada, it could work that way.
Oh, yeah.
I had a couple days where I was in the 120s for my heart rate, but I think, remember when Dave Proctor said that every day was like training for him, and over time his heart rate was going down? Something like that. The guy ran across. It's kind of how I felt. Like the runs were getting easier, like on my heart rate. And I mean, you're stopping, you're chit-chatting with people, so your heart rate always comes down. You're taking pisses. It's an easy way to do a marathon, right? It's like,
yeah. Well, except you can't get. I mean, it took you a long time to get.
Oh my God, that first year! I'm thinking of how hard that first year was. Now that I'm here, I'm thinking of how. Plus, I did 8 a.m., 4 p.m., which was just, that was like torture.
So whatever happened to the guy that wanted to run it in 3 hours? What happened there?
Did it happen? No, I told him I can't run at that speed, dude.
Can't do a 3 hour. I've been running it for 10 straight days. I can't do a 3 hour marathon.
No, there was miscommunication. He was saying his 10K he wanted to run at 4 minutes, 15 seconds, but would still be 41 minutes.
Still
or
pretty
42
fast.
Minutes. Like I can't. I was like, I can't do that.
42 and a half. Yeah.
So I ended up agreeing to it. Then he signed up, and then like he ended up doing 8K, I think, and we did like 5-minute kilometers instead, which was still fast in the hills.
Yeah, when you're not used to it.
Oh, it felt so fast. So I don't know if I could run fast right now. That's the thing. I don't know if I could because.
Well, no, give yourself a couple weeks. So, but I just saw something in my inbox that I think you're going to be.
Let's go.
Primed for.
Let's go.
So I got an email for the track club.
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
Are we doing that? You should do that. I'm not doing it, but you should do it because it'll be good for your marathon training.
Do you think that it would be like, is it like cheating on Patrick?
You just tell Patrick.
I want to go do this. Yeah. Okay. And now he's going to hear on the podcast from his friends that Rob said he's cheating on Patrick. I'm not cheating on Patrick.
You
Patrick,
are a little bit cheating on Patrick,
am I?
but it's okay. Whatever.
But like, I'm still committed to. I'm in a loving, committed relationship with Patrick. I'm just seeing a little something on the side here.
No, I just think you're gonna enjoy those track workouts, especially you've got Chicago coming up. Like,
I know.
perfect.
I'm really excited about it. So I think I'm going to sign up for that. Greg Penner and his group. I'm going to.
Do you think? Okay, so do you feel that the marathon is speed race or an endurance race?
It's almost becoming a speed race.
I feel like it's a speed race for me.
Yeah,
Like you have to run fast.
you do have to run fast. I have to get way fast. And I remember when
I'm comparing it to like my Ironman or like the whatever we did the backyard, and like I feel like a marathon that's a speed race.
yeah,
It's not like a 5K, but
no, it's and you have to be able to keep that speed for that long. And I remember when Johnny Coffin said, "How do you get fast at a marathon? You get fast at a half. How do you get fast at a half? You get fast at a 10K."
yeah.
I feel like I got to get really, really fast at a 5K and 10K so that I'm able to do the times I want to do in the marathon.
Well, I think it goes both ways. I think how do you get fast at a 5K? You get fast at the marathon.
Ooh, okay.
The other way around is true.
Okay, Yoda. Okay,
yeah,
Yoda.
I think the other way is true around. Like, so you need the endurance. So, what's his name? That Italian guy. There's a famous Italian coach, and he's like, the way he makes his plans is you support from both ends. You support from the endurance side, and you support from the speed side. So when you start off your block, your endurance training is like really slow running for a long, long time, and your speed is much faster, but for very, very short time. And then as your training block goes, it narrows towards the middle. So let's say you're training for a marathon. At the end, you're going to do a lot of marathon pace. But in the beginning, you're doing a lot of very, very slow miles, but also a lot of very fast, short intervals. And eventually it goes
I
like
am
that.
pretty jacked for this marathon. Like I feel like, well, I don't want to. It's almost like you're training for.
So you got your endurance side like the last 2 weeks. So
yes,
now you need
a
bit of speed.
I want to just go and get some speed, and I'm so excited. What do I have for Chicago? I got 9 weeks, I think, and I've always known I have 9 weeks. But 1 week of recovery.
9 weeks? Okay, yeah.
10? Is it maybe 10? Maybe it's
5.
10.
I'm 5 from Ironman, so I think it's 9, maybe 9. Yeah.
Okay, so 1 a recovery, 2 a taper. I'm down to like 7 weeks of training, right?
Yeah, but it's not like you need to build a base anymore.
No, let's just go. Speed. Let's go. Let's just go. I want to go. I can't wait to go. I'm really excited about Chicago.
Yeah.
And but I'll it's exciting. I gotta get excited again. This dopamine.
Yeah, no. So you're coming down.
I was just napping all day, just napping and just like, what's my purpose? Why am I out here? Why do I run even? Why do I care? Why do I live in Winnipeg? I had a profound like discussion with myself about why I live in Winnipeg. And I'm not chirping Winnipeg, but like I was unhappy with myself and with, so anyways, I know that this is not the real me, but I'm not happy with all that. Anyways, we should wrap this up. This was good, Charlie. This is good. This is a great episode. This is fun. And the next episode is going to be really, really, really good because you, me, and Simo are getting together and we're going to talk about your race. And do you want to tease it real quickly, what we're talking about in that episode?
Well, we talk about we're going to talk about our triathlon, but also we're going to talk about what I'm super excited for, which I guess to me would be the first time I ever do something like this. To you, maybe it's something you've done similar things with the run across the province, but
this is different.
But it's different, but it's kind of, it's our own challenge. It's not a race. It's a thing I invented. And it'll be fun. It'll be a different challenge to
the bike across Manitoba.
Yeah. Bike across Manitoba in 24 hours. I'm so excited for it.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever done it. So, or if they have, they haven't documented it. It hasn't been. So I'm pretty excited that you came up with that idea, and you, Victor, Simo, me, the 4 of us, going to do that. So the next episode is going to be very good. Make sure you listen to that episode because we're going to recap the Hecla provincial long course triathlon championships, and we're gonna talk about our 500K across 24 hours of biking for 24 years of sobriety. So lots of exciting stuff happening right now on the running journey, guys. This was great. This was fun. This was, I keep saying how lucky I am. Like, really, really am the luckiest person to be able to be surrounded by friends and family, my parents and Uncle Mo and Sue, and they're just loving and they're there for me. And all that matters is I have to go run in the morning. I don't have to do anything else. I know you guys have heard this and you're sick of hearing it, but I'm
fantasy camp
for a runner. And next time I do fantasy camp for a runner, I might do a longer fantasy camp or more kilometers per day. If I want to do Newfoundland, it's 900 kilometers. BC's 8 something. Nova Scotia's like 700-800. So the provinces are a little long. Yeah, 900 is a real number. So like if I do 60 a day, 50 a day, I don't know. I got to do more than 42, I think.
Well, 50, 900,
18 days.
18 days.
Yeah.
Oh, and it might not be as warm there.
I know. It's barren and it's lonesome. Every highlight I've ever seen of Terry Fox and all those guys, and it's always like cars driving by and the water's splashing.
The wind's blowing. Obviously, the wind's blowing.
Wind's always blowing in Newfoundland. Yeah. I'm not saying I'm picking Newfoundland, but it's anyways, I'm excited for the next one. All right, guys, we'll wrap this up there. Thank you guys for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks, Charlie. Great seeing you. Good luck with your bikes this week. Good luck for your training. All of you guys out there, good luck with your training. Don't forget to like and subscribe and give us a 5-star review. We appreciate it, guys. And don't forget, more miles, less pace. Let's go.